All right, I don't know if you can see it. Do you see this leak right here? This leak goes down Cross Road, goes up the road, follow it right up the road. I can see it, I can follow it. I know right where it goes, okay? So I'm just gonna follow that leak. And this happens pretty regular, and I don't like it. And I've told people over the years, and this kind of thing just keeps happening, and it keeps happening. So this is my problem. Follow the leak. This machine has been leaking all summer for one reason or another. It had a couple problems with the hydraulic cylinders that were replaced. Okay, but it's all stained under there, and you know, it's like wet, hydraulic-y wet here, and there's a catch basin. You know, and it's a drag, man. My spring's right there, and we keep having this problem. So, you know, I'm not taking this video to get any individual in trouble. I'm taking the video because I need the town to know. I need the town to understand, you know, that you see this erosion right here? Okay, that's where all the water goes when it comes off of this grade. It comes running down through here. Right through here. See, that's a ditch, okay? Comes right down. Now the water doesn't go up that hill, right? You can't do that. So it comes right over here. It runs in this direction. And what's over here is my water. That's my spring. It's been here since 1963. I've told you that plenty of times. I'm going to tell you again. I was here first. And the darn town garage is a constant problem. And I'm serious, man. If you live next to it, and if you paid attention, you would not be happy. And like I said, it's not the select board. It's not the road guy. It's the town. It's everybody. This is everybody's responsibility, not the one person. I haven't sued anybody. I'm not going to sue anybody. I just want it to stop. And the only way it's going to stop, the only way this town garage isn't going to end up being a toxic waste site like so many others are in this state, listed on the hazardous waste site, is if this town garage goes away. And I can't have somebody coming in here who's going to do things worse, run a trucking company out of this building or something like that, because they'll be doing their oil changes out in the yard too. I'm not moving my water. It's been there since 1963. It gravity feeds to my house. When the power goes out, I still have water. It's an unlimited supply. You can water your garden in the summer, you never have a problem. It never runs out. Ever. In you know, the 30 years that I've been here. I haven't drank that water in 30 years because the first year I was here, salt came out of the sand pile and contaminated the water. It tasted saltier than seawater. So I haven't drank it since then. I figured it up. We spent way over $10,000 in buying the cheap Price Chopper water over the years, instead of drinking my own water that comes from a spring. And that's because of that town garage. So, you know, is the salt the only problem? No, because when they put the garage in, they put a floor drain in and a heating system. And they said they weren't going to put a floor drain in. I talked to them about it ahead of time, but they put it in. And then I went up there, and there's heating oil running out the drain of the floor drain. The tank had, I don't know, tipped over or had a leak and drained out, went right down the floor drain, which is right where I just walked down in. You know, where I entered into my field from the town garage. The floor drain daylighted about 2 feet from the property line. And when you contact the water people, what their answer to you is, this is not a threat. This is not a spill of the magnitude so as to pose a threat at this time. Well, we've had so many doggone spills up there over the years, and it's not funny. We've had so many spills up there over the years. How can it not be a threat? How can you guarantee me that we don't get breast cancer from that? From fuel oil, a multitude of hydraulic spills constantly. Every time the machine develops a leak, it comes back to that pad up there and sits there and leaks. It leaked all summer long because of those two previous hydraulic cylinders that were bad. The answer is not, we're working on getting a new machine. No, that's not the answer, because the new machine will leak too. And when they fill the gas tank or the fuel tank on the new machine, there will be spills. And when they fill the storage tank, you know, when the truck pulls in, there will be spills. We went years without a retaining tank for the diesel fuel for the trucks and stuff. There was no retaining tank. Every time the guy came up, I would go up and there'd be a new spill on the ground. This is how town garages are. You do not want a town garage next to you. We were here first. That's the thing. And I don't know what the town is on up there. Is it 0.8 acres? Something like that. Maybe 1 point something. I don't know. I think it's 0.8. That's not enough space. You need a buffer around a town garage, a good one, and some sort of a pond that collects all the runoff water. You guys, everybody makes such a big deal out of what's running down the ditches and putting the stone line, all that stuff. This is way worse of a threat to me than any of that baloney. You know, we've got ditches that when they daylight, they daylight out in the woods. That sand and gravel that comes off the road is going nowhere except the woods. And everybody's making a big deal about putting stone line ditches in to slow the water velocity down so that it doesn't carry all that silt away or that runoff away. I could care less about that. This is a problem up here. And nothing gets done about it. And I don't want a new well. I could make you buy me a new well, but I don't want a new well. I want that well. And I don't want to see 50 yards up the hill hydraulic fluid all over the ground. Is that fair? That's fair. This needs to be fixed.